Y'all know this. Showtime, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Pic TV Network, we're going big. Thank you.
Thank you. There he is.
Sing.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, big guy. Happy birthday to you.
That's famous. Thank you, y'all. That's Joe Thosby, y'all, from the NFL. Man, this is one of the biggest days of my life. Wow. God is good. That's all I know. Williams, the one and only Super Bowl #1 champion of the world, y'all. Y'all know he's there. We're going to be doing some things together on Pic TV Network, y'all. Doug Williams.
Hey everyone, this is big. I want everyone to download the Pic TV Network on your Roku search bar. My brother David Evans is growing Pic TV fans, and I want us to help my brother blow up Pic TV. Boom! Click and play www.thepictvnetwork.com. Bomb.
Guys, listen up. This entire season boils down to one word.
Bundle home and auto.
But that's 4 words.
Not if you bundle them.
Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I want to bring in my slot receiver, Max Darrow, who has more from this venue. I mean, this venue has just floored me completely.
Vern, it is incredible just walking around this venue. Massive. So many 49ers fans are here, and that's one of the cool things about the 49ers fan base. They travel very well. I learned a little bit more about that today. There are so many people who are coming here to Vegas to root on the 49ers, and Vern, they don't even have tickets to the game.
Among the fans walking the Las Vegas Strip today was Tanya Jordan.
We're having a great time so far.
This 49er fan just got in this morning from Elk Grove.
When they made the Super Bowl, we had to be out here. Niners!
She doesn't have a ticket to the Super Bowl.
Unfortunately, don't have those big dollars.
But is just thrilled to be here to get a little taste of the Super Bowl experience.
Just being around Niner fans and the vibe, it's like nothing. And I'm going to get as close as I can get.
Evelyn and Lee Coney are a part of those good vibes Tanya is talking about. Lee is getting stopped for photos left and right because of his outfit, and we've got to give credit where credit is due for his getup.
Hey, his wife. But I ain't wearing this. I said, yes, you are. Hey, what it say?
Take all the credit for this?
I get to take all the credit for this.
She got the credit. I want to wear my black jacket. She told me no.
They're faithful fans from Houston. No tickets to the game either, but they're feeling good about the red and gold.
They gonna let y'all know why we call them faithful.
That front four gonna show up. Chase gonna play. Bo's gonna play. Hey, and you know what? They don't quit hating on Purdy out this game.
Purdy gonna show them. I'm humble. I got this.
More Niners fans are showing up to Vegas as we get closer to the big game, like Jay Mendoza, who just got in from Stockton.
It's a quick flight. It was a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
You going to the game or not?
No, we're not, unless we win big tonight at the slots.
Back on the Strip, Tanya has a prediction for how Super Bowl 58 is going to play out just a few Vegas blocks away.
I'm feeling good. We're going to win.
Hey everybody, Pic TV Network is here tonight. Giving a lot of love out to everybody watching right now. Hey, we having a Pic TV Network Part 2 of our series. It's our watch party for the Super Bowl, the big game. I'm so happy to be with my godson once again, Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Praise, and also Bishop Palmer is on with us.
Yeah.
Him a lot of love. So we're getting ready for the big game. This is our second set. And those who are watching us on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch, want to thank you for popping in tonight. You can also chat in with us on Facebook, the Pic TV Network, YouTube, the Pic TV Network, and Dr. David Evans, Media Nation. and all social media platforms. So let's get right into it. Isaiah, it's a big game coming on Sunday.
Yes.
We talked about in the last series this unstoppable man named Patrick Mahomes. How can you stop him, Bishop Palmer, Dr. Palmer? How can you stop him?
Oh, man, Patrick is so elusive. I don't know if you're going to be able to stop him. I just predict the game is going to be tit for tat, score for score. And, the ones that come down and able to kick a field goal and vice a touchdown, I mean, that's going to be a determining factor to me. Because both of them have powerhouses. Both of them are great powerhouses, and we look for a incredible Super Bowl 58.
That's good. Dr. Palmer, you talking about two great defenses, two great offenses, two great quarterbacks.
Absolutely.
Will this game come down to the wire to whoever makes the mistake?
That's what I'm looking at, IT. I'm really looking at, hey, you blew it on that one. On that series of downs, the series of downs are going to be monumental here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, hey, you blew it. You didn't get inside. You was in the red zone. You didn't score. It's going to be that type of game, I believe.
I'm looking at two things, Bishop. Two things that I'm very, very concerned about, and that is, I believe whoever controls that clock,
absolutely,
will be the winner of that big game.
Yeah.
I mean, let's talk about that. I mean, in order to control the clock, you have to have a very fluid, consistent run game. And we know the 49ers would have an advantage because they run them guys, man, like horses with the Niners. How important is that for you if you are looking at a big game like this, whoever controls the clock? How important is that for you?
I like controlling the clock. I used to coach football overseas as semi-pro, but the Kansas City Chiefs, they strike so fast.
Wow.
And that's the clock. So they may not use the whole tempo of the clock, but they strike so fast. They get Kelsey down, they get that 25 yards, and then Mahomes will run out, man, and they keep striking so fast. So
when you blink your eye, they done scored a touchdown.
Yeah, they maybe two. I think the tempo of the time is going to be pretty important, but I really believe it's those who can strike, and especially, like I say, get inside the red zone and score instead of kicking the field goal. For me, I think that's going to be a determining factor of the outcome.
I see. So do you feel like because of the Niners' strong run game, and Kyle loves to run?
Yes, he does.
And use Brock Purdy almost like a manager. Of the ball. Do you think Andy Reid needs to have a defense for that? He needs to prepare.
Well,
because they keep running, the longer the defense is on the field, the tighter they will get.
Absolutely. Wear them down. I think that's going to be their
wear them down.
Wear them down. But they got to get to Purdy. Purdy's a young guy. He's a good guy. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
But if you can't rattle his cage, he gonna sit back there and
it's important.
Out. You got to get to him and rattle his cage a little bit.
That's a strong element right there, Bishop.
Right off the bat. I mean, hey man, we gotta put a spotter on him. You got to do something. But
wow, that's good.
Let him sit back there and tear you up. He can hand that ball off to the captain.
Man, my goodness.
But boy,
I've seen Kyle do it that way.
Yeah, Kyle.
They only threw about 20 times, and they just throw that ball down that team's throat, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and they can do it. I think they got the opportunity to do it. But man, it's gonna be some kind of impressive. I think that first. Well, we all know Kansas City is a comeback team. So even if San Francisco gets ahead, a couple of touchdowns, man, don't let off the gas. For either one.
That's right. That's right. You got to play 4 quarters for them guys.
Quick and sooner than right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a real good game. I want to talk about Isaiah and Dr. Palmer about one of the greatest young ladies who's sitting up in those stands, and we're gonna try to get her on Pic TV Network. And how Taylor Swift. She's just tearing up the NFL. The last time we checked, Isaiah, it was $331.5 million that she brought to the NFL.
We'll take a tithe of that.
This is before the Super Bowl. So we were putting a word out. Tell her, please come on Pic TV Network to give us just 5 minutes of interviews.
Listen,
just 5 minutes.
listen. Taylor Swift can change our lives right now. She can change our lives by making one appearance. We don't need you for more than 5 minutes, Taylor.
Bring her on Pic TV Network, Isaiah, and just let her do whatever she wants. Let her just come on here.
She can do whatever she want to do. But to generate that kind of money for the big game, is unparalleled. I don't think no one else has done it in that capacity. I mean, 331 million.
Just by sitting up in the stands.
Good gracious of night.
But as I said, as I was saying, she's gonna make it back from overseas. Man, that's gonna be the caption of it. Especially if she comes in right as the game is getting ready.
Yes, sir.
Get in. Oh man,
yes, sir. And you know what? You know what, Bishop? You know she drove the ticket of the Super Bowl up.
Oh yeah.
It cost about $67,000 to get a ticket.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just
and it had partly to do with Taylor Swift.
And I also heard, Isaiah, that one of the suites in there was $700,000 for a suite.
Oh man, hush up. Oh my.
Oh
my God.
I mean, you got to be the rich and famous to go to that game.
Yeah.
$700,000, and there's a lot of the players, family members, they can't sit up on that level. They can't even go to that level.
No. And guess what? People are doing? They're making it a week. They're making it a week-long experience. You know, they're going to Vegas for the week.
Yeah.
And culminating with the big game on Sunday. So, can you imagine the type of money Vegas is going to see this week?
Yeah.
Our commercial came up, man. There's people at Vegas not even going to the game. They just want to get in the atmosphere. So they boost the economy.
People are not even going to the game.
I was just going to build a parking lot, Doc. I was going to go sit in the parking lot.
Just go to sit in the parking lot.
Hey, Doc, if you went in the parking lot and went live on Pic TV, you would have 1 million views.
Yeah,
I got some of my managers out there working on that, Isaiah. Managers who live in Vegas.
You'll have over 1 million views.
Yeah, Dr. Evans' tailgate party.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Evans, one tailgate to the next.
I like that. The Pic TV tailgate.
If we catch her walking in, we catch Taylor Swift walking in, Isaiah.
Oh, man. All you got to do is make her say hi.
Yep, just a glimpse. That's it.
That's all you got to say is hello.
Yeah.
We can tell her walking in the door, man. We already got it, man.
Oh man!
Hey, catch Kelsey going in. That's just as good.
That's right. Isaiah, since it's Black History Month, I want you to give some shouts out to some people on putting the screen. We got to get a shout out to Taraj. It's Black History Month.
Oh, absolutely. We want to honor.
She's from the DMV. She's from right here.
I was getting ready to say she's from Maryland.
Yeah.
She's from Maryland. So, we have to honor her, man. Black History Month. She's one of the female actresses that are really, 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 really bringing impact to Hollywood and to movies, all kinds of. And Taji is not one that got one style. She can play so many different roles. She can go from Cookie on Empire and go all the way to the mother on Karate Kid.
Yeah.
So, her skills are impeccable. We honor her on Black History Month.
Let's get some love out to Anthony Anderson. He gave us a promo. You just seen that.
Yeah, Anthony Anderson. That's my boy.
He didn't charge.
Man.
Isaiah, he did not charge. I sent him this 3 years ago. He said, I'm going to give this to you, David. He could have charged any amount of money he wanted to.
That's right.
Network. This voice. This is big. That's
he's another flexible actor.
Yeah.
He can play many different types of roles. So his options are really large, man. I mean, you saw him on what's the show, Blackish?
Yep.
You saw him in that role, but then you saw him in Hustle and Flow. So, his ability, man, to play different characters makes him such an awesome actor.
Absolutely. And you got to give a shout out to Beyonce, Isaiah. How can you leave her out? You can't leave the Queen Bee out.
Well, Beyonce, Yeah, she did do a couple movies. Yeah, you're right.
But
We
Black
gotta
History,
honor. We gotta honor the queen.
because of music, we gotta honor Beyonce. This is Black History Month, Isaiah. What do you know? We see her.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
Tell me one of the things, and I never asked this before because you in the music industry. When she's with Destiny Child, they're already blowing up. Why does a person move out and say, you know what, I got to keep going? And, you know, we had this run; it was a good run, but now I see another level that I can take my music career, my music gift to. You in it, Isaiah, you're still a world winner. You went all over the country. Why does a person leave in a group and they go out there and they go solo?
They leave for one reason and one reason only. You ready?
Yeah.
Talk to us.
She left Destiny Child because she was Destiny Child.
Wow.
She was the creative force.
Okay.
See, everybody has to have a creative force. Someone has to create, no matter how many group members you have.
Yeah.
But when you're leading 90% of the song, you're writing 90% of the songs, you're creating the style, you're creating the persona of Destiny Child. She was Destiny Child. In other words, you take out a Destiny Child, there's no more Destiny Child.
Everybody else riding the wave.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
So it only made sense for her to become Beyonce because she didn't do anything different. All they did was put her name on it.
Right.
See, when she was doing Destiny Child, that was her doing the background vocals. That was her doing the lead vocals. That was her writing the songs.
Right.
And what about Tina Campbell, Isaiah? She was so nice. I met her at the homegoing service for Aaron Spears. I got to give a love out to her and her husband. And I know you met Mary. She was just a nice person, Isaiah. No egos. Taking a picture with me, sitting there, taking her shoes off.
They're the sweetest young ladies you'll ever meet in life.
Oh wow, nice.
I had the pleasure of sitting with them at the BMI luncheon. As a matter of fact, they wound up sitting at my table at the BMI awards ceremony. And I could not believe how down to earth they were. I mean, not who is it? Not Erica, but Tina.
Yeah.
Tina didn't know me from Adam. She said, "Hey, can you take pictures of us while we singing?" She gave me her camera, and I could have took that camera and ran.
Take off, gone. Got a camera.
But you know, that's just to show you how down to earth and how friendly they are, and how no airs. They just talk about everything, and the sweetest women, anointed.
Yeah.
Called. They're very focused. They know what God has called them to do, and they're the best, man. Both of them, Tina and Erica, awesome.
And Dr. Palmer, I'm gonna put a picture up. When you see these pictures from Dr. King, Barack Obama, I mean, when you see these pictures up here, these are Black history legends. You got Malcolm X down there. You got Rosa Parks. I want to ask you, Dr. Palmer, when you see them up here, come over a little bit more so you can be in this camera with me.
Yeah.
The other side. There you go. When you see them up here, Dr. Palmer, because you're a little bit in my age grade, so to Isaiah a little younger than us, so we can identify to the King era and these great legends. It's Black History Month. How do you feel when you see these great leaders, Dr.
But man, back in it takes me back to the days. My initial moment, it took me right back to the James Brown days, where he made the song "Say It Loud." I'm Black and I'm proud. I mean, it gave something. It gives you something to look forward to. Those are mentors beyond mentors. That, man, hey, they paved the road for us. We got to pave the road for others that come behind us. Just as you, Dr. Evan, are paving the road for those on Pic TV to come back and say, man, I can do that. Just as Isaiah Thomas is a role model in the music industry to say, man, Isaiah made it. He's doing well in it. I can do it. That young teen, that young person that can take the ball and go further and further and further. So this just encourages my soul every time I look at the history of those who have been in our lifetime.
Yeah, that's right.
That's huge to me.
Isaiah, when you see Black history moments, because you got to keep this thing going, Isaiah. Malcolm X, the Reverend Doctor, because I don't say MLK. I give this man his respect. He's a Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. The full, not no MLK. Reverend. Give him his props. He's a preacher. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, Isaiah. Then Barack Obama, former President Barack Obama, and Rosa Parks. And Isaiah. Then you got a man in the middle, Isaiah, that's your godfather. You got to give him some love too.
Yeah, he out front. I see that. I got to give him a little love too.
Let me get Isaiah, man.
The only thing that Bishop is missing is he got to grow a beard.
Yeah,
he got to grow a beard, man.
Get a beard on that.
You see all, hey Doc, you see all this white man. You see Bishop. You see Bishop got his white. You the only one that ain't growing no beard, man.
We got to give him a little substance.
They say I look like I'm 30 when I'm shaved.
I know, that's why. I was about to say that. He's trying to look young, Bishop.
That's what he is, yeah.
He's trying to look young.
So Isaiah, when you see legends on this stage, man, Malcolm X, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, Barack Obama, Rosa Parks, man, civil rights at its best.
Yeah.
I'm tearing up, man, because these people gave their life.
Absolutely.
On today.
Absolutely. I'm humbled. I'm extremely humbled. I'm grateful that these men, I mean, including yourself, Dad, have made such an impact in your community, in your city, and stood up for rights that we would have never had if it wasn't for their sacrifices.
Absolutely.
You know, they had to fight.
Mm-hmm.
When I look at that picture, I see a whole bunch of fighters.
Yes,
that's why I recut that song, I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord.
Yeah.
And guess what? If I die, let me die.
Yep.
I'll die in the army of the Lord.
I love it.
Yeah,
you know, them guys had to fight, man. And when I look at them, I get humbled and I get chills thinking of what the things that they had to go through and sacrifice to make our lives a little bit better. It ain't perfect yet, but it's way better than it used to be.
And I want to commend you, Isaiah, and also Bishop, for hospitality. I'm gonna put a couple more pictures up before we talk about the game again. When you meet people and these people make you feel so special, even though they have made it, you know, like Megan Good right there, Isaiah. She took time out to hug me, to take my cell phone, take a picture that went live with me.
Wow.
I mean, Megan Good in California made me feel like a star.
And she didn't have to do that.
No.
She really did.
No. That's Megan Good.
She didn't have to do that.
That's Megan Good.
Wow.
And she took time out. So Isaiah,
that's awesome. These are beautiful people.
Yeah.
You've been on the big stage, Isaiah. You've been around the biggest artists in the studio recording. What makes you, and I'm gonna ask the same thing to Dr. Palmer, what makes you stay humble, man? You know, when you meet these people in the audience and you hugging them and saying, how you doing? And God bless you. You may never seen them in your life before, but you're shaking their hand and making them feel special.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm always reminded to stay level, man. I've always been a type of guy. That's why if you notice my career, Dad, you know, I never really got into the cliques. Never really got into, you know, the people over here. And when I won my first Stella Award, the only person I really had to thank was God, because I didn't have to sacrifice my standards, what I believe. I didn't have to be different to certain people, act one way around certain people and then act different around another certain people. I was never into any of that, man. So, you know, I think God shielded me from all of that stuff. So all I got to do is give God all the glory.
Yeah.
You know, everything that is good that has happened in my life, God did it.
Yeah.
And so, and because I didn't get involved in a lot of cliques and everything, I didn't owe anybody anything.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful in this industry, because if people do you a favor, they expect you to pay it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why you put your trust in God. If God opens the door, there's nothing that a man can do. I can't get no help.
That's right. You're right, man. And I want to thank you and commend you Dr. Palmer, will get you back up in a second. You know, when I met some great people, man. Lynn Whitfield over the summer, who was
I love Lynn.
She has made it. This is a Black History legend.
Yes, a legend.
And was so nice, Isaiah, down to earth. After the program was over, just taking pictures, talking. You know, I did she was at the MGM Hotel along with some other stars, and just down to earth. And people never forget these moments.
No.
You'll never forget how you make them feel, you know, in those settings. I want to give a shout out to her, and then also to Bishop Noel Jones, who's a great friend of mine.
Yes.
Personal friend of mine.
Yeah.
I go to his house when we go to California.
Yeah.
Sitting down eating at the same table. Called me when I wasn't feeling good the other week. We continue to value relationships.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you don't see a lot of people today, after the spotlight is over, still surrounding you with love. You know.
No, I had the wonderful privilege, Bishop and Dr. Evans, of working on a project with the Gladys Knight.
That's right.
And what made the experience so awesome was, one, she was so down to earth.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never seen nothing like it. I'm staring at her in awe. And she's like, honey, where your coat at? You need a coat on out here.
Wow.
You know, and then she says, after we worked on the records, she invited us to her home. And I said, well, I guess it's going to be catered. And I look at her, she's in the kitchen cooking.
Wow.
You know, that's the type of person she is. And I said, wow, you know, you can meet people on this stature, on this level, that are still warm and loving and still have the love of Christ. It was really awesome. It made it an awesome experience.
Yeah, I walked into the church for the first time last Sunday with Dr. Palmer, and this man allowed me to close out, have remarks, gave me the microphone. He has a mega church, folks.
Wow. Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
He did a personal tour, Isaiah. Now, Bishop C.L. Long did it when he was alive.
Yeah.
Personal tour. He didn't ask the deacons or an adjutant to do it. He took me himself.
Wow.
Showed me the baptism. Took me around the pulpit. Showed me the garage. The only thing he let me do, he didn't let me sit in that car. He had a private garage.
No, that was off limits right there.
Can't take it so far.
He had a 1948. That's a 48. Tell what kind of car that is, Bishop.
1939 Buick turret roof. It had a sunroof in it. 1939 on 19 made.
Oh, that's a classic.
3 or 4 survived, so I got one.
It's a classic.
Yeah, it's 85 years old.
We went out to dinner. He took me to dinner. All this on the same day.
Wow.
Fellowship, and we've been netted like we've been brothers for years.
Yeah, it feels like
it. Man, Dad, you're gonna make me slip down there and slide on the organ or something, man.
Man,
maybe I'll get a piece of chicken or something, man.
Come on. Yeah, we do something.
I want to see that car now. I want to see that ride, Doctor.
I might bring the other one out when you come in.
Oh man. Man.
The love that this man has shown, man.
Yeah.
He will have his own show on the Pic TV network. This is his first time, Bishop. When we on Pic TV network today, and we talking about Super Bowl, we talked about Taylor Swift. We inviting her, the great Taylor Swift, to come on Pic TV network. Then
come on, Taylor. Come on.
Bishop
come on
said,
over, Taylor.
Give me the 5%. He just said, give me the 5. He said,
yeah.
The point
come on, just for 1 minute.
I ain't worried about the 331.5 million. Just give me the 0.5. I'm not greedy at all, man. Just drop a little bit to me. Man.
My.
Yeah. Little makes much when you put it in the hand of God. I put it right in the hand of God. He'll make much
out of it. God Almighty, huh?
330 million.
Come on, Bishop. Come on.
How she has made her the NFL so much money, man, but just coming up there, sitting in the stands and having a good time.
Yeah.
And that's amazing. And this Sunday, it's going to be history as we look at the 49ers and the Chiefs face off. And I want to give a shout out to Andy Reid, man, who left Philadelphia.
Yeah, Andy Reid.
Yeah.
For Andy Reid, the great.
Andy, a great coach, man. He's going to go down in Hall of Fame, no doubt.
Yes,
man.
he is. Yes, he is.
And he got one of the greatest quarterbacks of all times, Patrick Mahomes. To be honest, that team, every quarterback has a great relationship with that coach, man. You can think about it.
And guess what? I saw a stat on Andy Reid. He has Bill Belichick, who was known among coaches of coaches.
That's right.
Has more losses than Andy Reid in his career.
That's right.
I didn't know that.
Belichick, And man, it's important. But Belichick didn't get picked up.
Man, they're going. Everybody's going college. If you notice that,
yeah,
they're
man,
getting these young guys, man.
That young black guy got that job down there, man.
Yes, sir.
That was good.
Yes, sir.
That was good. That was good.
Yep. But when I saw that stat, I said, Andy Reid don't get enough credit because, we revere Belichick higher than any other coach.
Right.
But the reality is Belichick has lost more than Andy Reid in both their careers. Andy Reid has like something like 20 or 30 more wins than Belichick, but we don't talk about that. We don't talk about it.
Yeah.
So we salute Andy Reid.
Yeah, I like his
amazing things. And those who are watching right now, you watch the Pic TV network. This is the Fans Podcast where the fans can come on and you guys can chat with us on Instagram, on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch. And we welcome our audience again from Brazil, France, Colombia, Mexico, Panama, Paris, Peru, Argentina, Egypt. Thank you, Dennis is there. Thank you, Canada. Burke is there. Ireland, West Africa, United Kingdom, Australia. Teresa's there. Belgium, United States. Wow. So we are so happy for the interpreters there through Roku, the #1 streaming device in the world. We're going to take commercial breaks, folks. Don't go nowhere. We'll see you linking in and tuning in with us on the Pic TV network. We'll be right back after this.
Are you? The Bud Light Genie? Yeah. So we get wishes? It's my thing. Gimme.
80s metal hair.
Yes.
Filthy rich.
So filthy. Invisible. Predictable.
Giant bicep. Big one. A sweet ride.
Now to our continuing coverage of Super Bowl 58. The players on the practice field today as they gear up for Sunday.
Yeah. Now, while they do that, more and more fans are arriving in Las Vegas, focusing on fun. Let's give you a live look at Allegiant Stadium, where Sunday's game will be played. The good news for fans in Vegas is the rain has stayed away for most of the day. Las Vegas may now be home to the black hole, but the smart money with this weekend is betting on red and gold. Thousands of Niners fans are arriving in Vegas ahead of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and the big festivities for the fans began just over an hour ago. NBC Bay Area's Damian Trujillo is at the fan zone inside the Mandalay Bay Convention Center with a look at the events and action surrounding this game. Hi, Damian.
Hi, Janelle. You know it's getting real when the fan zone is getting underway. This is the NFL experience at the Mandalay Bay Convention Center. This is one of the popular obstacle courses here. People just kind of have to maneuver their way through some of these obstacles here. I've seen kids against kids, mom against dad, mom against daughter, daughter against dad, and a lot of times it's the kids who are winning. The fans here are going to experience a lot here at the NFL Experience Zone, and they might also see a lot of stars. The stars were shining bright inside the Mandalay Bay Convention Center, from the stars on the Pat McAfee show to the Gronk and Raiders pass rusher Max Crosby. I asked Crosby if he was rooting for the Bay Area on Sunday since he used to play in the Bay Area. He gave me a silver and black answer.
Nobody but the Raiders, that's it.
Hall of Famer and 49er great Steve Young is offering his advice on how to win the sport's biggest game. He posted on Instagram that Super Bowls are not won. They're taken from bloody hands.
Everyone understands what's at stake, and so people don't just give up that moment. You have to take that moment. That's it. You don't just, it's just another game. And I think that's what I was trying to describe, is that get ready for that, because you don't want to be shocked by that. You lose the game because of that if you're not ready for it.
Outside the convention center, finally blue skies after days of rain that forced people to scurry back inside the casinos. Vegas is coming alive indoors and out.
It's about time.
Everybody's talking about Pic TV Network all over the world, and we want you to be on our network, Pic TV Network. All you have to do is go to www.watchpictv.com, showcase your talent, gifts, and abilities to the world on Pic TV. Pic TV is the place to be. You can watch us on Roku and Channel 1000 on the Pic TV Network. We also have a cooking channel, we have a fitness channel, we have a movie channel, a music channel. We have multiple channels that you guys can watch and be on television anywhere around the world. Pic TV is the place to be. www.watchpictv.com. My name is David Evans. I can't wait to have you on Pic TV. And if you have products, you're going to be on our smart sales channel. If you have your books, you can sell your books right on Pic TV Network. If you have jewelry, you can sell your jewelry on the smart sales channel. Whatever you like to do, Pic TV is here for you. www.watchpictv.com or go to you can call 202-505-2837. My name is David Evans, your president of Pic TV. Let's touch the world.
The greatest of all time. Y'all know this, Showtime, man.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Pic TV Network, we're going big. Thank you.
Thank you. There he is.
Sing.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, big guy. Happy birthday to you.
That's famous. Thank you, Joe. That's Joe Thosman, y'all, from the NFL. Man, this is one of the biggest days of my life. Wow. God is good. That's all I know. Doug Williams, the one and only Super Bowl #1 champion of the world, y'all. Y'all know he's there. We're going to be doing some things together on Pic TV Network, y'all. Doug Williams.
Coach, Jake from State Farm.
Well, Patrick, it's official.
You saved with home and auto insurance. You're the league's most valuable bundler.
MVB? Me?
He's surprised.
Man, I just did not see this coming. This is truly unexpected.
I'm gonna start locking this place up. Hey, you done?
Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey everybody, we're right back here, Pic TV Network special presentation today. It's the Fans Podcast on Pic TV Network. I'm so happy today we have also Bishop and Dr. Palmer on with us, and my good friend Isaiah Thomas, my godson. I got to take it beyond that. He's family. Godson is on with us on Pic TV Network. Now, what we want to do, those who are watching right now, we want you to go over to Roku and want you to go to that search bar and scroll down to the Pic TV Network, and want you to watch the second segment of this show. It's still going to be on live, but we're going to go off of the social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch, Twitter. We're going to go off of those platforms, Instagram. We're going to go off of those platforms, and we're going to stay live on our network. And we're going to show you even more exciting highlights, and we're going to go into a subject that everybody's talking about. Everybody's talking about Monique. She was on Say show, and I asked Isaiah, my godson, about his opinion of it, and it was amazing the way that he's put some things out. And we're going to talk about that on this segment. And also we got Dr. Palmer on with us today. So those who want to see this segment that we have coming up, you want to go over to the Pic TV Network, our network, where we're going to show you. We're going to play some more Isaiah songs too. We can do a whole lot more when we're on Pic TV Network. Our network, there is no restrictions. There's nothing that we can't do on our network to show you guys. So we're going to go over there. Isaiah, it's going to be amazing. Those who are watching right now.
Yes.
To the Pic TV Network. And Dr. Palmer, how do you enjoy being on Pic TV? It's your first time on with us. How you
Man, it's fantastic, especially being in good company with the Dr. E. I mean, the incomparable Dr. E. and my good friend, IT Isaiah Thomas. It's good to see you again, sir. And I'm welcome to be on this. Just a privilege for me. So thank you for having me on.
I can't wait till you do your own show. You know, when you come on Pic TV Network, you're going to be on, you know, and it's going to be amazing, man. I know you have some special guests you want to bring on. I want to give a shout out to Pastor Dante King and his wonderful wife, Kim Lee, giving them a shout out because of that connection we met.
Yes.
And also we had the apostle down with us Sunday. He was there with us eating dinner with him. Got to give a shout out to him.
Yeah, Wilson. Yeah, God bless him. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That was an amazing moment, and just to have you on is a blessing. I mean, you know, I feel like we're like Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. You know, it's like I'll let you be Jordan, though. I'll let you be Jordan.
You're like Mike. Hey, Dr. E, I want to go back to one of the questions that you had prior to Isaiah Thomas about being able to be humble in your skin when people meet you. I think that's a serious thing. I did a little stint in the military about 3 decades, and I reached one of the top marks as a African American. And you know, I learned over the years something that Dr. Benjamin E. Mays said his poem years ago is to give people a little bit of time, which means a whole lot of them. And that poem said it all. And if I can remember it, it says, I only got a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, didn't choose it. Must suffer if I refuse it. Didn't seek it, didn't choose it. I must give up, you know, if I use it. And suffer if I lose it. Give account if I abuse it. Just a tiny little minute. But there's an eternity in it. So we can give a minute of our time. It doesn't take much for people to appreciate who we are. And I think that's a humility. I mean, just the humility of those who will reach pinnacles like Isaiah Thomas and Taraji Henson, anybody else that would give people just that little bit of time to say hello, bless you, and move on. I think it's just incredible for me.
Yeah, I want you to help us to build a military channel, of course, with the spiritual aspect, the Gospel Life channel. We're going to be in that service on our network on Sunday mornings, but I want you to help our network to grow. You know, you made for television already. I'm already going to make you a star on Pic TV Network.
Oh. You got a lot of work to do.
You're good. I mean, your lighting is good. You got some wonderful things, but there's certain topics that me and you're going to talk about as we grow into graduating from our 50s to our 60s. And ministers are not prepared for Social Security. They're not prepared about life after ministry, life outside the pulpit. You know, who's going to take care of you if you're sick, if you lose a spouse? Who's going to be able to keep the bills going?
Right.
And we're going in the future with AI, and we're going to talk about some real serious subjects because, you know, the world is changing right before our eyes.
Oh, wow. Is it ever? Is it ever? Is it ever? I'm just coming along with the healing of the loss of my wife 10 months ago, 17 days shy of 50 years. You know, when the Lord called her home, I didn't even know how to pay a bill because I had never paid them in 40 years. And man, you know, I was getting threats to have my lights cut off and having the power, all the stuff was just, the water wasn't going, trying to find my way through all of the stuff that happened. And so it'd be a great thing to pass on to those who are a little shallow in their relationship.
Yeah, and I think, you know, because I'm 61, I'll be 62 in May. and we were
Yeah.
talking to Bishop Robinson, Pastor Robinson too. As we get older in ministry, we have to prepare for another stream of income. We have to prepare to keep our life going. You know, a lot, and my heart goes out to a lot of pastors and preachers, because I've been preaching for 40 years. 40 years of my life, ever since I was in my 20s. And to look and see today where so many pastors who are going through because of COVID, some of them can't come back, some are going through situations, health crisis. You know how it is this week to be called and go to the emergency room. What if you didn't have insurance, Bishop?
Yeah. Oh man, that'd be devastating. Oh my gosh, that'd be so devastating. You know, and
What
you
if you
shouldn't have to
didn't have
live
any
under
money?
that kind of pressure.
What
But
if
but
you
Dr. E, we got to catch them at 30. We got to train them at the young age. We got to get them way. And same thing in the music industry. You know, your voice is going to change, and your
There you
music is
go.
going to change, and you're not going to be on top of the charts and all that
There you
forever.
go.
So you know, we got to train them when they're very young that there's life after your profession that you have, whatever that may be. You know,
That's a good subject. Life
yeah,
after your profession. Because are we prepared for diabetes, cholesterol, high blood pressure?
right,
Are we
right.
prepared? You know, if you hear a doctor's report for colonoscopy, did you do a colonoscopy? You
Right,
know,
right,
do
right.
Cologuard. You know,
Yeah.
there's subjects that gray areas, Bishop, that we don't talk about. Health.
We just
mental.
don't talk about it, and it's a shame that we don't. But it's going to be something great to get into, and I look forward to it. Because man, if you can just touch one, two, three, four, you know, each one of us touch somebody, each one reach one. You know, and that's going to be important for us to do so. You know, it's a lot of, even on this channel right now, it's a lot of experience, man. So to give to folks,
Oh
you know,
man,
it's great.
in my heart, and we just talking a little bit because Isaiah went off the screen for a second.
Yeah.
When we think about today in 2024, and I think when we were sitting down at lunch last week, we were talking about artificial technology and AI, how things are 15 years beyond.
Right.
You've been in the military, and I want to thank you for serving our country.
Absolutely.
Social Security. To understand how Social Security works, and you got to put something in early, like you're saying now. You just can't stay in ministry all your life and just think one day I'll roll out this way.
Right. You know, I went into full-time ministry after I had finished nearly 2 careers. And so, you know, I had that residual income that was coming. Had I not had that, I got good friends right now, very good friends, good bishop friends right now. Man, what am I going to do?
There you go.
When church is over? You know, he said, man, I don't plan to die in the pulpit, but what am I going to do?
Yeah.
You see, and so if you haven't put that income back, if you can't live, we're gonna have a lot of homeless preachers, and that's gonna be a sad moment in our history that we didn't pass the torch on to them to train them how to live after that profession that you've had, you know. And so I look forward to it, man, and I pray that many of them, those who have an ear to hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying to them at a very young age, so they have something when they get to our age.
When I was at your church on this Sunday for the first time, and I visited many, many churches, and I preached at many, many churches in my 40 years, I noticed that when you got up, you was acknowledging I had pastors, and Pastor Dante King just destroyed the church. Your pastor he just destroyed the church Sunday. But you skipped communion. You said, I want to skip communion because the Spirit is so high. And you acknowledge other pastors and ministers who were there under your tutelage. How important it is to have a mentor and to not be intimidated. Just because you're the apostle, you empower other people. And I want people to understand the power of leadership and administration. I learned that in college, and delegation. So we got a minute.
Yeah. And this is my mindset. I'm just talking about for me. Now, I don't know about other pastors. I'm not trying to tell them that this is a path that they should take or not, because you have to have that's a spirit thing between you and God, not to have an intimidation of another preacher. If you preach Jesus Christ and Him crucified, no one can intimidate your message. I don't care who it is and how high they are. And so when I have young pastors that come in to help me out, like Pastor Dante. I figure like this, man. If you know what you know, and I can give you all that I know, you ought to be better than me.
Wow.
And that's what the kingdom should be about: advancing the kingdom of God, not truncating it, keeping it down, and then having somebody, well, I found my way, then you got to find your way. That's not where we should live. I think we should give, and I'm telling you, the more I give, the more is given unto me. Some people take it just as a tithe, but I take it just as a blessing. God gives me a lot more. He gives me health. He gives me strength. He's given me a state of mind. And I believe this way. After the passing of my wife, I was nearly losing. I said, man, I could have lost my mind.
Wow.
I could have just gave up. But by the grace of God, and only by the grace of God, I'm still here. And I know that's what God did for me. There ain't no doubt. I know that's what He did for me. So I want to pass that torch on to the young pastor, to the young minister. Man, always stay humble. Always be a sponge and be able to soak up things. We can learn from anybody. You know that, bitch. We can learn from anybody, and we can move by the power of everybody if we give that a chance in our life. So I really have that urge and that passion to reach back and touch some of those who are coming behind me, as our forefathers and mothers. That's why we celebrate African American history, because somebody paved the road for us.
Yeah.
And now it's time for us to pave that road for somebody else.
I want to ask you a question. I never said this on air before. I've been married for 36 years, and others been married 10 years, 5 years. Some been married a long time.
Yeah.
When you have the disagreement, when you have the argument, you just feel like, I want to be right this time.
Yeah.
When that person is gone, does all that come back, Bishop? Does it say, I don't care what you did?
Let me go back again. My wife and I did 29 years of marriage ministry all over the world. Japan, Italy, Germany, England, you just name it, all over the world. And so in between those times, we lived. So we would have our little little things in between there, I don't know about picking up eggs at the grocery store. I don't know. It might have been something that as simple as some people think it's nothing. But you have those disagreements. And if they're not resolved, they last and they last and they last. And those small disagreements become big disagreements because they start to accumulate. The little things you don't do. It's the little foxes that spoil the vine. The Bible says so. And they just add up. So we learned to resolve and to be agreeable on the things we disagreed with.
Wow.
At the end of the day, I'll pray with one another. Hey, we had a wonderful day, or we had a day of disagreement. Help us be agreeable on the things we disagreed with. And tomorrow, this is another day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. So we practice never letting the sun go down on our wrath.
Yeah.
We live it.
That's a beautiful thing, Bishop. And you're going to help a lot of people out there today. A lot of men today say, man, I don't want to be married because I don't want the drama. I don't want to go through that stuff, man. But when you've been down the road like me for 37 years, and you've been in the thing, and you make a commitment, you dedicated, loyal, and faithful, to God, first of all. My first commitment is to Him first, which is an amazing blessing. But to see the ministry that you have down in Waldorf to blossom and to be humble, man, you have 2 areas, super big parking lot.
Yeah, by the grace of God. Yeah. He's done wonderful work.
But Bishop, I want to talk about how important it is to know your gift, and maybe God is taking us this way because this is supposed to be. To know your gift and to also be a Christian businessman. I believe we can be saved and we still can have a business mind. We don't have to be the last one to find out. You trying to make the railroad go through your church and make sure they stop at your location. You got vision with it. I said, this is a man of vision. When you was taking me around and showing me how you see this community going, and you want to build a sports center here. You want to do something for the seniors here. how is important it is to have a Christian mindset. Isaiah was a statesman. Paul was a tent maker. Jesus was a carpenter, and not to be one-dimensional.
Yeah, I also like to coach those that come behind. I've learned in my lifetime, I had to learn it, that ministry without management is just a flawed message. You have to have ministry and management. You have to know that you can be the greatest preacher, but you don't know how to keep the lights on in your church. They're cutting the water off there. The air conditioning doesn't work. Everybody is fanning themselves half to death in service. They can't hear you because it's too hot. They won't pay attention to you. So all that management has to be part of that ministry in order for it to be viable. Jesus was the best manager in our time ever. He knew how to manage. So we have to study management as well as ministry and make sure that they stay in balance one with another. And many of those ministries that survived through COVID, they survived because they had ministry and management, and the timing was just right for them. So I just believe in it. I coach it, and I try to encourage it with those who are under my purview as a presiding prelate. And I give it to them over and over and over again. It's just like a record that we knew in times past. I wanted to stick so they know it right off the cuff. If I were to mention beauty is only, you would say skin deep. So those things that we done repeated in our minds so many times, it comes just like that. And so let it be a natural part of you. And that's what that ministry management is all about. So I coach it and I also live it. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a book that I've been trying to get for the last 10, 12 years is Ministry's 5 Most Valuable Tools. You got to have a message, because every preacher should have a message, and
Absolutely.
a method to get the message out. What method are you going to use? This method right here, using social media. Then you got to have management. If you don't have management, how are you going to manage the method to get the word out? Then you got to have members who's going to support what you do. Then you got to have money.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You gotta have all those tools are very important, Bishop.
All of them working together, one with another. Absolutely. Yeah, I love it. I love it. You need to get it out, Doc. You need to get that book out quick. They need it. They need it pretty fast.
That's 40 years, Bishop, because if you can have everything you want, but if you don't have no money to get the message out,
No, it ain't going nowhere. The train ain't leaving the station. Yeah.
People think Jesus was broke. Poor Jesus. He ain't got nothing. He ain't had no holes in his shoes, holes in his robe.
No. No, he owned all the cattle on 1,000 hills. He wasn't broke, but by no means.
He had miracle money. He said, "Go to the fish and pull out that pearl."
Pull out the money out of his mouth. Yeah, Lord. Absolutely.
Pay it for me and pay it for you. Temple tax. That's called money. And I think it's a balance, Bishop. I don't think we should go to the extreme and live beyond our means. But I think there should be a balance. God don't mind you having a car that don't have, as long as the car don't have you. God don't mind you having a home.
Right.
Nowhere in the Bible is it teach did it say I gotta drive a Pinto or I gotta walk around with holes in my shoes and I gotta eat things out of a can.
I worked and it was by the grace of God. We had a hoopty for years in my younger years. And I remember telling my wife, I said, "Look, you can't pack. Let me pack the tools. I got to get the tools in the car. I got to get 2 quarts of oil. I got to have a gallon of antifreeze. Because this boat gonna break down on the way in. And the beauty of the story, Dr. E, I said, man, I don't remember when God fixed it.
Wow.
I can't remember the day. I can't remember the time. I can't remember the year that I drove that hoopty over and over and over. I don't know when he fixed it. I prayed that he would, but I don't know when he fixed it, but he did. And I just couldn't understand how people had 2 cars and a house, and all of that, and so, I said, Lord, you're going to open the door for me. I know if you did it for them, you're going to do it for me. And man, the door just opens.
Yes, sir.
I don't know when. I can't pinpoint it and tell you when it happened, but it happened by the grace of God. And I'm thankful and grateful. So we tell the people, hey, you keep doing what the Lord would have you to do. And man, he's going to open doors and pull you out a blessing that you hardly have room to receive it. And he does.
Yes,
He
sir.
does. Over and over again.
I believe that with all my heart, man. God knows how to pay us back.
Yeah.
Job experienced. Job lost his family, his friends, his cattle. But
Yeah.
Job, what God gave him double everything he lost.
He came. Oh man, yeah. And all of those who try to, all of those who tell them go another way. You know, I've been here before. Do it like this. Do it like that. You got to. It takes some power, courage, and strength to be able to get those soothsayers out of your life and say, "Hey, man, I know what you're saying, but this is what God told me to do."
There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
I believe COVID should have took all of us to have our personal relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ. It should to all of us. You need to know God for yourself.
Oh yes.
COVID should have taught us that, Bishop.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And you know, it was a couple of years of persecution, and the church was going through the experience of persecution all through COVID. As you notice, you know, they start off saying you can only have 200, came down to 50, came down to 10, then it came down to none. So you know, those who weren't prepared to deal with the none, you know, was lost. They couldn't keep paying mortgage without no money, as
Right.
as it comes in your book, and so they had to close their churches down because they hadn't prepared for any kind of internet, no social media, no platform to do it, and unfortunately that cost them. So the church was going through persecution. But the fact of the matter is that should have been our best years.
Yeah.
And for some, you heard it and I've heard it. Hey, doc, you know, man, my tithes went up, man. You know, my this went up. I got more on the internet service than I did, you know, when we was going to church. And some of them changed the way they did business because of the social media and the outreach that they had that they didn't have before.
Yes, the scientific study says that there's more young people who came to the Lord during COVID than any other generation in the history of civilization.
Yeah.
More young people came to God because guess what? They were using this all along.
Yeah.
They were using this all along. So they used this more to come on. Let me ask you a question. Alexa, how many people are on Facebook at this moment? She's a little quiet. Alexa, how many members are on Facebook? Okay, let me ask you. Alexa, how many members are on Facebook? How many subscribers are on Facebook at this moment? I'll get it in a minute. But it's millions.
Yeah.
Millions and millions.
Facebook has over 1.3 billion members.
1.3
billion of them being active monthly and 820.
1.3 billion. I did a test last night. On last 1.3 billion.
Yeah, man.
So more young people came to know God for themselves in the midst of COVID than any other generation in the history of the world. Yeah. And I love using AI. I love using modern technology tools for educational purposes. And it makes me look good.
Yeah. We have to stay relevant to where society is moving. You know, I love my 1939 Buick, but I don't take it out on the road and drive it every day. It don't keep up with the rest of society. Every now and again, I can, but you can't live back where you were. You got to come up to the now, and so that's.
I want to thank you for serving in the military. I can't wait to come on and help me to build that channel and talk about comrades, confidants. Talk about those terms, you know, and to also to submit to authority. And there's one scripture in the Bible when the centurion servant came to Jesus. Can you come and heal my servant? He said, no, I ain't come. But you ain't got to come. Just speak the word.
Right,
you know?
right.
I'm a man of authority, just like you.
Yeah, man, just like you. I say jump, they say hi. But man, I recognize that you are a higher power and a higher authority than I. And so that was a humbling experience for him. And that's the humility that we have to have one with another, regardless of what God puts us and where God puts us to be in authority. We still have to have that humility to know that there's someone always a step above you. And if you can put that in your man, I'm telling you, it's going to take us so far in life. But if you think you're always at the top of the chain, man, that's a long fall.
Yeah, I got my girl ready now. Alexa, How many members are on Facebook at this moment?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, 2.910 billion people.
Alexa, how many members are on Instagram at this moment?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, there are currently over 2.35 billion monthly active Instagram users. Instagram achieved the 2 billion mark in the third quarter of 2021, and it is estimated to reach over 2.5 billion MAUs by the end of 2023. This number makes Instagram the fourth most popular social media in the world in terms of MAUs.
Alexa, how much money does Instagram make per day?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, $1 million.
A day. Oh my goodness.
Alexa, how much money does Facebook make per day?
Facebook generates approximately $2 billion per day.
Oh my goodness. Man. Incredible. Oh my.
Hey, Doug, I think we're in the wrong profession, Doug.
We're in the wrong profession, man. You gotta love it, man. My goodness. That one got me right there. That threw me off my seat right there. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I gotta scratch my head on that one, Doug.
Yes, sir. That's power there. That's power media.
That, per day. That she didn't say a year.
No, that's today. And we coming to the close of the day, so tomorrow it's gonna make just as much as it made yesterday. Oh my God.
Alexa, how many subscribers are on YouTube per day?
Daily active users on YouTube are around 122 million.
122 million per day. Let's get it again. Alexa, how much money does YouTube make per day?
The average YouTuber earns $60,000 per year, which is approximately $100 per day.
Okay.
However, top creators can earn up to $28 million per year.
Top creators? I'm talking about owners. Alexa, what is the value of YouTube?
Ooh.
YouTube is a video sharing platform valued at $23.89 billion.
22. I can't even say those numbers, bitch.
$23.89 billion. Oh my God. Man, what kind of platform are we talking about? That's incredible. That's simply incredible.
Alexa, what is the value of Facebook?
Today, Facebook's market cap is $1.194 trillion US.
1 trillion.
Brilliant. They could be giving numbers like that for Pic TV pretty sure.
I think I'm gonna put my application in.
Yeah, Pic TV gonna do the same thing for Roku. Yeah.
So when we think about the business of business, even the social media app we on now, it's a whole different structure.
Right.
It's a whole different income strategy. There's business associates, there's lawyers, there's generated financial advisors, there's investors.
Mm-hmm. And that's the way we live. And no need to fight it. That's where we are. That's our dispensation of time that we're in. And so, you're not going to beat it. You're going to have to join it. I mean, you have to be part of it.
And it's nothing wrong with us being Christian investors, Christian businessmen, leaders who love God and understand business. I think we miss it sometimes because we're so heavenly bound. We know earthly good. We're so spiritual that we forget about, wait a minute, this has to be done. And if I do this, it will bring forth this.
Yeah. Well, some of them just determined they're going to stick to investing in coal. And that's not where it is anymore. Coal mines have shut down. I mean, the harvesting of coal, you know, it's nearly gone. So, you know, they're gonna have to choose another resource, and that resource in our day and time is AI.
There you go.
That artificial intelligence. So it's here, and it's not going anywhere. So, and we can reach the people.
Yeah,
that's what we're reaching them right now. We can reach the people. So you know,
I had never thought when I started this network, the Roku sent me an email and said we have been approved to come on in Brazil, France, Colombia, Mexico, Panama, Paris, Peru, Argentina, Egypt, Canada, Ireland, West Africa, United Kingdom, Australia, Brazil. I mean, when they sent me this email saying we've been approved with interpreters, so while we on now, we also in different countries. That's a blessing, man, because that's a fulfillment of the scripture where the gospel is going to be taken all over the world.
The most parts of the world. Yeah. And you're part of that platform. We're part of that platform. Because, you know, we're doing the work of the Lord. Absolutely.
Man, we're gonna call it a night, man, because I know you're an early riser, man. I can be up till like 3 or 4 o'clock doing this, man. You see, but
that's what time I get up, about 5 o'clock.
Yeah, see, I get mine in the morning, so I set my own morning hour. So this thing has spoiled me because before I started this network, I had a regimen to go to be real early. But when I got into this, learning how military time and do settings and making sure we go all over the world,
right?
I haven't been to bed early in a long time.
Long time. Well, yeah, you know, it's one way, the hours change one way, and then they go forward another way. So, you know. That's
it, because while we sleep here in Australia, they on 2 days. I got a manager over there, Teresa. They getting ready to ready for the game over there, you know.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Well, I'm going to let you go, man. I'm going to let you go, Bishop. I enjoyed you coming on for the first time, man.
Well, man, thank you so much, Dr. for having me on. I appreciate it, Dr. Evans. It's been a pleasure, and I was hoping to say good night to Isaiah, but tell him good night for me. Tell your godson good night for him. It was great being on with him.
I think he went to sleep on us, Doc. He's an early.
He just fell out. Him and the dog
he fell out, man, because he's been up all day in the studio and working around, man. So
I understand.
I do a commercial and close out the set, but I want to thank you, man. I can't wait you come on and do your show on Pic TV Network. For those who are watching right now, thank you for watching the Pic TV Network. We're going to take a commercial break and come with our final words and closing out today on this segment. It's been amazing. You know, you guys are just wonderful people. Don't forget, Pic TV Network is your network on Roku where you can watch us and be inspired and motivated. I'll be right back after this.
Nice. You did the 2 things we always talk about. What's that? You worked hard and you
have fun.
Have fun, my man.
It's a real star you got there.
Thanks.
Take care of those hands. They're taking you places.
I got hands. I'm gonna go pro.
You definitely could.
Easy money.
Easy money. Have you ever thought about what else you could be? Go along, son. You could be a brain surgeon. Your hands could operate as skillfully as Dr. Myron Rowe. Or a sports agent, handling big contracts, like Rich Paul. What about an artist? You can be as creative as Brian Blue the Great. The art you make could inspire the world. Son, you can even be an astronaut, flying in space with Leland D. Melvin. Sure, with those hands, you could play for a team, but you could buy a team. Ownership gets to wear the rings first.
I can do all that, Dad?
You can be anything you want with these hands.
I need assistance.
Well, don't your arms work?
They don't.
You can move your mouth.
As can you.
So I'll surrender. This is
You need to prove you're looking for work.
I've been looking, trust me.
3 signatures by tomorrow, or you can tell it to the judge. Tell me about a time when you worked hard to solve a problem.
This morning, getting up.
We're gonna find you someone you like.
Let me be your arms and your legs.
I love that. All right.
Penthouse.
You need to wait your turn.
Relax, it's not a holdup. Just sign this one, please.
How would I sign it?
I don't know. Slowly. What, don't your arms work?
They don't.
You can move your mouth.
As can you. I need assistance.
Yo, what's up? This bruh man from the 5th floor. Yo, looky here. I love Pic TV. My favorite TV network on Roku. They all laugh. Yo, looky here, Dave. Want you to come hang with a brother on the 5th floor, and we can sit back eating up a whole lot of the sandwiches and checking out some Pic TV. That's what I'm talking about, my dude. So once again, to my man, them over there at Pic TV Network. My dude over there, David Evans, the president, doing it the right way.
This is a Pic TV Network special interview today. We're here down in Newburgh, Maryland at the Newburgh Fire Department, and we have a wonderful young lady who helped us to be where we are today. Can you tell people who you are?
Hi everyone, my name is Lisa Yates. I am the EMS chief here at Newburgh. I've been volunteering for about 23 years. Originally we were at the old, this is our new building here, but originally we were next door back in 1989, so we came a long ways to being here tonight, or today.
You know, Ms. Yates, I want to thank you for just opening these doors and all the things that you're doing to help people around the world. When I was young, I wanted to be a fireman. I was like, I used to love to see the trucks run up and down the street. I said, that's what I want to be. But my mother said, you're going to be a preacher. You're going to be a speaker. Oh. And I said, no, I want to be a fireman. But when I think about how you guys go and save people's lives, when people run out, you run in.
Right.
From accidents to fires to homes and to save people's lives. I'm eternally grateful to be here today.
Thank you.
On behalf of Joel, Kimmick Group, and all of the Walk the Alzheimer's, you guys are making history today.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We're so happy for you. We're going to present you with a t-shirt.
Oh, okay.
And Joel, can you just bring this over here and tell us, this beautiful queen?
Yeah, Miss Yates. She is also a very important person here in the county. I don't know if anybody knows, but next I don't know, when's the election coming around?
Another 3 years.
Okay, another 3 years. I'm not going to make this political or anything, but she holds an office, so I'm just going to say, look her up. Anyway, so on behalf of the Team Purple Rain, we'd like to present you with this Team Purple Rain t-shirt.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Are you married? We give your husband one too if you need.
No, I'm not married.
Okay, well, we'll give you two anyway, because one day you will be. So, so there, we want to present that to you.
Oh, thank you.
We also want to present some raffle tickets that scratch off for your whole crew here who's ever here today. They get to scratch off. If they win a prize, they can come collect it. And there's also an online raffle, but you have to go to the app. So there's an application. I want to make sure everybody knows that there's an application. There's a electronic scratch off that you can also win prizes. So we want to present those to you for your team. And if they win a prize, great.
All right, thank you, sir.
They don't have to make a donation either. So.
All right.
Thank you, Joel. And Joel is the reason why we're here to celebrate this event today.
I'm giving you my life. I'm giving you my soul. I'm giving you my heart, Lord. I'll surrender all. Giving you my life.
Hey, my name is Amos Evans, and this is Solo Sessions with Earl Miller.
That's my son, Amos Evans. And if you want to get his music, you got to go on all music platforms and get Amos Evans on Spotify or Apple Music. You can get his song Covered, which is an EP all over the world. You can get my son's music. He is a legend, a new Black history legend on the move, Amos Evans. You got to check him out. Amos Evans music on all social media platforms. Covered, again, one of his hit songs on there. You can see him singing. You can see him doing his thing with music, writer, producer, director. He does it all. And I also want to give another shout out to my son, Stephen Evans, who was part of the Saturn Awards. He was the music director, a supervisor for the Saturn Awards in Hollywood, California, Burbank. Just this past weekend, want to give a shout out to him. Amazing jobs. Thank you, Stephen, for making us shine here in DMV, doing a wonderful job in California out there with the stars, doing amazing things. Can't say thank you enough to everybody who's been supporting Pic TV. We had a wonderful show tonight. This podcast was amazing. We have the television podcast. So tell somebody, Pic TV is the place to be. If you want to come on Pic TV Network and showcase your gift to the world, call 202-505-2837. Our network is your network. We beam it in here from the nation's capital all over the world. As you already know, we in Brazil, France, Mexico, Panama, Paris, Peru, Argentina, Egypt, Canada, Ireland, West Africa, United Kingdom, Australia. And we have managers in these locations. I want to say thank you again for those who've been supporting our network. Pic TV is the place to be. We got some new shows coming up. We got some new artists coming up. We got some new programs coming up. Check us out on Roku. If you have a Roku stick or Roku TV, it's easy. Go over there, get that remote control, boom, go to the search bar, type in the THEPIC TV network. Separate the words, the Pic TV network. And guess what? You see all these channels coming on your television. I can't wait to see you on. I want to thank Dr. Palmer for being on with me. Mighty man of God. We're going to be doing some amazing things coming on the network. His first time coming on, but will not be his last time. I already coached him, y'all. I've already got him going. Look at his lighting. Look at the video. His first time will not be his last time. Can't wait to have his church beamed in on Sunday mornings right here on Pic TV Network. And we're excited about our network being your network, beaming this around the world. We're going to be one of the #1 streaming television networks in the world on Pic TV Network. Why? Because God is with us. If God be with us and for us, who can stand against us? We doing this because when my sister Brenda passed away in 2020, I said, Lord, I want to do something to keep her legacy alive. And that's when all of this stuff started happening. The birth of Pic TV Network started from the death of my sister. And look where we are today. We're beaming this thing around the world with TV shows, movies, programs, commercials with stars. And we got new content with new people coming on. And I'm humbly blessed because people like you support what we do. Scan that QR code, go to that phone right now. If you like our programs, if you want to keep our programs going, right above me is a QR code. Get your phone, scan that QR code, make a donation to help Pic TV Network. We need support. This network, because of you who are watching right now, support our network. It's a listener-supported network. Because you give, we're able to do some more things. We're able to sponsor people to come on, to work with our kids, our senior citizens. We don't even charge them. We don't even charge kids for programs. You can watch us and support our network right now with a gift. Go to that, get your phone, scan the QR code, boom, to show you how you can give a donation to support Pic TV. Bishop, we had a good service program tonight. I almost said service, man. I'm thinking about.
Oh yeah, it's been service, good program, good service, good time.
Yes, sir, man. I want to thank you for supporting us, man, and being on. And I can't wait to have you to help build our military channel and our gospel life channel and our other channels, man. If you can cook, we got a cooking channel too. So
Look forward to it. Got a couple sweet potato pies I can throw in you.
All right. Did y'all hear that, America? Did y'all hear that, America? He said he got sweet potato pies. I bet he want one of those. I'll be the first one to buy it, man. Let me know. I'm coming.
Okay. We'll let you sample. All right.
I'm coming over. Everybody, thank you for your time. We're going to close out the broadcast. It's been amazing. Please look at the repeats. You guys are on right now. Thank you for your time. We'll see you next time on your network, the Pic TV Network. God bless you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Michelle, the Computer Lady. I'm the host of The Importance and Power of Reading. You know what's going on in our society, book banning, and over 38 million children don't have books in their homes. Join me for some exciting segments as we talk about the importance and power of reading with my guest, Dr. Naisha Adams, PhD, on the Pic TV Network, Channel 1000.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and your business.
So I am Yvette Evans. I am a certified life coach. I've been doing that for probably about 3 years now, and I have a strong passion for it because I believe in helping people reach their goals. So last year I launched a coaching business called Light of the World Coaching, and you can find me at www.yvetteevanscoaching.com. And basically, I coach and help people, determine how they want to reach that goal or work through an issue that seems to be, they're stuck in. And so we work through the process of helping you come up with strategies and ideas and things that you can feel comfortable taking on and taking ownership of in helping you move to the next level.
Why are you so passionate about this?
I'm passionate, I've always, my major in college was psychology, so I've always had an interest in just understanding people and the makeup of people. And then I launched into human resources as my regular career, again, helping people, understanding people, dealing with people. And then when I had the opportunity to do coaching, I thought, what better way to give back another avenue to others. I also mentor young ladies and women. I'm also a pastor, so I mentor young ladies and women all the time through the ministry and helping them to, just be their best self.
What are some of the challenges you faced as an entrepreneur?
I think one of the main challenges is getting people to support your business. I think people have things that they feel are worth their money, worth investing in, and sometimes it turns out to be more materialistic things. And so, but these are life-changing opportunities when you do coaching, and it can help you, just change your life totally. And so some of the challenges is getting people to see the benefit of coaching.
What has been your most rewarding experience?
My most rewarding experience has been through the coaching program that I went through. We had to give 100 pro bono hours to coaching, and I was able to coach a number of people just in all walks of life, all areas of focus, and just giving back. Sometimes things that you do, you get a reward in a different way other than financial.
What kind of coaching advice do you have for aspiring entrepreneurs?
Aspiring entrepreneurs, I say find out what your goal is. What is that goal? What is the thing that you're reaching towards? And then back into it. You know, what are the steps that you need to take in order to get there? Sometimes people want to jump right to the end and don't plan their work towards that. And then I always say reward small progress, because progress means you're further along than you were.
If someone wanted to connect with you, how do we do that? Your website information, your social media?
So I'm on Instagram, Coach Yvette Evans. My website is www.yvetteevanscoaching.com.
All right, thank you.
Hey, 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 hey. It's Kid from Kid and Play. Hey, everybody. This is your man, the KID. And this is big. I want everyone to download the Pic TV, P-I-C, Pic TV Network on your Roku search bar. Okay? My brother David Evans is growing Pic TV fans, and I want us to help my brother reach millions of followers. Millions. Click and play www.thepictvnetwork.com. That's www.thepictvnetwork.com. Come on now. Expand your mind. Expand your life. Huh? Pic TV Network. KID. Come on. Let your mind have a house party. Let go. Think about it. Think about it. You better think about it. Check the PicTVNetwork.com. Enjoy yourself. I'll see you at the top.